Okay, so this is officially day 1 of the 30-day dance challenge. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely could have done better than I did today. Trying to change myself from being a perfection-oriented person to being a progress-oriented person. So that means I'm gonna try my best to not feel bad about only doing 15 minutes of dancing today. But 15 minutes is better than nothing. So I'm just going to keep the faith that it's going to get better from here. And we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so that lasted all of one day. And I realized I needed to shock myself out of my rut, so I packed my bags and I headed to India. I'm just going to keep the faith that it's going to get better from here. And we'll see how it goes. So I actually wanted originally to do a vlog, like a classic vlog style documentary kind of a thing for my training process in India. But I don't know, I just felt so uncomfortable with it, and it felt so forced, you know, like I was really like trying to get like talking to the camera. I think you can tell that maybe not the best at that right now. So I decided to go with like a montage style post, which is way more like me. I tend to do those for fun anyways, just for like home videos and memories. So this was fun to make. Thanks for watching if you made it this far. This trip meant a lot to me in a lot of ways, and I had all these notes, honestly, that I was gonna go through and talk about. During my entire trip, I was like jotting down in my journal, like, this part made me feel this way, and blah, like points that I wanted to talk about. But you know what? I'm just gonna kind of improv and go with it, because it's been so long, first of all. It's been slightly over a year since the trip. So much has happened in a year. In terms of personal life, that anytime I sat down to like edit this video and like get it out there, something or the other would pop up, so I was never really able to do it. And then it got to the point where I was doing like maybe a shred of editing at a time, and then I eventually was like, you know what, I'm just not gonna do this. I'm just not gonna edit this. It's fine, I did it. I trained for myself anyway. It wasn't for the sake of a video, so I thought I would just not put it out there. But I really don't know what it was. It was like I had this surge of energy. I was kind of traveling for work and in town by myself in the house, and I was like, why not? Like, this is not my house. But I'm really glad I did it, because I'm really proud of it. I'm looking back at it and realizing how pivotal that experience was for me. So the time that I did this, I was honestly kind of in a rut. I really wanted to be a better artist, but I wasn't able to make the time to train for myself. I was doing a lot of teaching, or I wasn't growing, you know? So I felt this kind of emptiness in terms of life purpose or fulfillment. So I'm really, really grateful that I did this. It was a spur of the moment decision. I was not at all planning on it. This was a 0% planned trip. It was like New Year's, and I did a little performance at like a local ball, and then I decided, you know what, I want to do more of this, but I want to do it well, so I want to get trained. And then instantly I went home, I like looked up all the different things that I needed, made an itinerary, contacted gurus and seeing like what I can make work, because they have to be available, you know? So everything worked out. I'm really grateful. It's all God's grace, honestly, and I couldn't be happier about how it turned out. There were unexpected twists and turns. Like, this is 100% a highlight reel. There were all kinds of things that happened, from like family members falling ill, to myself falling ill, to all kinds of other things in between that I'm not going to get into. But overall, I want to focus on the good things. I know a lot of times people are like, we only show the highlight reel, and it's always labeled as a bad thing, but I prefer to look at life that way. I think life should be, in some regards, a highlight reel. When you look at things, you should be able to look at it and see the good, and maybe kind of, you know, throw out the bad, because it doesn't make sense to focus on the things that went wrong. Things are always going to go wrong. So yeah, anyway, so I'm overall very, very pleased with how it went, and I definitely want to thank everybody that was a part of this and made this possible for me, from, you know, family who supported me in the process and like encouraged me, and my aunt and their family who housed me and like took care of me and made sure I knew where to go and figure out the metro system in Delhi. I was going by myself every day. I'm really grateful that I had their support, and it really meant the world to me. Also, my guru was so detail-oriented, and I can't stress the importance of having a guru who believes in you and pushes you and really thinks that you have what it takes, because that translates when they train you. So I am very, very blessed to have an extremely knowledgeable guru who's very passionate about this craft. She dedicated her life to Kathak, and I couldn't have been more blessed to have the opportunity to study with her. So yeah, a huge thanks to my guru, huge thanks to Sunilji for coordinating everything for me and making it possible again for me to come all the way over there and study. Also, a huge thanks to my other gurujis at the school, because I spent a lot of time training with them as well. My guru could only train me for about an hour or two. Sometimes she would go longer. I've taken 3-hour classes with her. You can't really see her in the videos because, to be honest, like I said, I was intending for this to be more of a vlog style, so I wanted it to be more about me talking into the camera. So I wasn't actually intending to get bits from class, so that's why you can't see her. The camera is positioned on me so that I can review and rehearse. Like, these videos were actually taken vertically, with my phone sitting vertically, and I really struggled to edit them into like a landscape view. So it was never intended to be a part of the video. I just didn't have other content because vlogging felt so unnatural, and I just stopped talking into the camera. So you couldn't see her, but the camera was set up like this vertically, and she was over here on the side, and the tabla artist was over here on this side, Zuhib sir. It was honestly so wonderful to train with her. She was so passionate, and she would make me do the same like segment over and over and over until I got it right. So I really do appreciate that kind of intensity when it comes to training. That was exactly what I was looking for. In my spare time, when I would come early or in between when Guruji would go upstairs, the other Gurujis would come in and train me. And so I learned a lot from all of them, and I'm so incredibly blessed to have had the opportunity to study with them. Also, to be totally honest, for a long time there, I was thinking about everybody's point of view but my own. I was thinking from people that don't even exist yet, like, oh, like what would my future partner think about this, or what would my family think about this, or I was trying to please everybody, and in the process I was like neglecting my own desires and my own dreams, and I really did need this. But this really shell-shocked me into looking from my own point of view again. It felt kind of magical, like the way I felt like when I was a kid, where the possibilities are endless, and every day you wake up just excited to do something that you love, and that is such a blessing that we take for granted, I think. Also, like, just watching my guru, she is in her 80s and she's still traveling and giving seminars about Kathak, and she's so passionate and really just embodying living with purpose, right? And I remember for a while there I felt like I was too old to do anything, and now I'm kind of just like, why did I ever feel that way? Because if she can do it in her 80s, it was so inspiring. I felt like I have all the time in the world. I can definitely still pursue the things that matter to me. And yeah, so in a lot of different ways, this trip really just opened my eyes. Also, like, this is probably the biggest takeaway I took from this. Just the opportunity to pursue something that means a lot to you is a very, very unique blessing that human beings get to have. And I don't take that for granted at all. Having that choice in who you want to be, and it's really in little actions that you do every day. Maybe where you're at in life right now, it's not feasible for you to go on a trip and train or focus on your craft, whatever it may be, for an extended period of time. I mean, that was the case for me for a long time. And then it really just goes into doing what you can every day. If it's 10 minutes, it's 10 minutes. If it's 30 minutes, it's 30 minutes. I mean, something is always better than nothing. I want to show gratitude for this opportunity and how I live, not just with my words, right? So it's easy to say, yeah, I'm grateful for the opportunity to pursue passions, right? But if you don't actually do it, are you showing your gratitude? And it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just like 5 to 10 minutes a day is more than enough to get the ball rolling. And eventually, you know, it'll snowball. It's a downhill battle at that point. Really getting started and putting yourself out there is the difficult part. So I'm nowhere near being a mother, but I've always wanted to be one. So I think about that. It's kind of always in the back of my head. So my future kids are actually a huge driving force for me doing this kind of thing and pursuing my goals and my dreams and my purpose in life, because you know the saying, do as I say, not as I do. That doesn't work with kids. They follow your example by and large. There are exceptions, but by and large, they follow your example. And I want to be able to tell my kids, like, pursue your passions, like, follow your dreams and goals, and anything is possible. And it would be really hypocritical for me to tell them that and not have embodied it, right? So even when I feel like, might as well just give up, it's too late, blah, blah. And here and there I do get thoughts like that because things didn't exactly pan out the way that I originally hoped for when I was a kid. But now I'm really just trying to go for it in whatever capacity I can. And largely it's for future kids, to be honest, because I want them to see that mom tried, and that if mom tried, I can do it too. I really hope that you take something away from this. I hope that this lights a fire in you to do something you love in whatever capacity you can. And I hope that you don't take for granted the chance you have to follow your own dreams or your life purpose, whatever you feel that is. Yeah. I encourage you to start tomorrow, however big or however small. Eventually, it will snowball into what it needs to be for you. I believe that that's the case. I'm really only starting now, to be honest. And if you want to join me and try to be consistent with me, I encourage you to follow me. I'm going to be trying my best to stay consistent, so hopefully we can keep each other accountable. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.